If you remember when Gaga went out that one night to the red carpet, she went wearing a dress made of raw meat with a little meat hat, right, to go with it. Suddenly you standing next to her in black at a party where everyone's wearing white doesn't look particularly brave.
No.
So if you've got an idea or something you want to do or something you want to try out on an audience or whatever, work out what's the most Gaga version of this I could possibly do. And then the version you were going to do you were scared of doesn't seem so scary. And you'll go with it.
That's so true. Because the dress code is never meat.
We're going, how about you empower your people to have the time off that really matters to them? And what matters to this chap is walking his daughter to school every day. We could give him a Friday off, but then he can only do it 1 day a week. But now we've got it with him doing it 5 days a week. And so he's completely engaged with his job and he's probably never going to leave because he can have this time off.
Change cannot come soon enough with respect to redesigning that source code and saying, actually, let's charge business and investment activity with shaping a better world by creating value for everybody, not just for shareholders.
And it used to be store cards, like you go into New Look or one of the high street shops and they'd be like, oh, you can get 30% off these shoes today if you take this credit card. And they're not financial advisors, because I remember pushing one of them because I worked at Confused at the time, and I was like, but my credit rating is not very good, so what will happen if you call up? And he's like, oh, give it a try. And I was like, that is terrible advice.
Oh my God. Wait, so you're telling me that I shouldn't be banking with River Island?
You know, I hope they do listen to the rest of the podcast, the other episodes, because I've listened to them and they're great. And they give you a different perspective that it just takes one person within some of those organisations to go, actually, listen to this and share it and have the conversations and reach out to people who are doing things differently to say, how can we learn from you?
That the AL see that and go, I'm going to make decisions like him. So that's going to be interesting. There's going to be amazing traders that die, just like movie actors, that will be able to put back into service and go, we are still run by the advice of George Soros AI.
They help interrupt imposter syndrome cycles because people feel safe to be themselves. They feel safe to speak up to their leaders. They feel safe to put forward progressive ideas. And all of those things, again, drive positive cultural changes and positive behavioural changes.
Humans doing robotic-style labour, menial and mundane, and it's preventing us from truly becoming liberated and doing more of the meaningful and the humane. Sit down, as a financial advisor to really strategize someone's financial future.
People didn't like the way I talk. I talk like I'm from East London because I'm from East London. But now I'm being told the way I talk is wrong, the way I walk is wrong, the way I dress is wrong. Obviously I'm 22, so the average age of a financial advisor at that time was around 50. So, most of my colleagues could be my mum or dad. That's the age gap, that's the difference. So now I'm too young. I've got too much energy and it just felt like every day I'd go to work and these people were trying to change me.